Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pillar to Post. You know me, I'm the bearded wonder, Pete Wall, or also known as the Boogie Woogie Daddy. Now, it is 4 a.m. in the morning for me on this March 13th, 2018. But we're not talking about today, folks. No, we are talking about March 17th and 18th. Yes, coming up real quick. And it's all about the RWO, that is Renegade Wrestling Organization's pay-per-view known as Survival Games. You see the logo right up there in the top corner on the right. Now, big things popping, a whole lot dropping. And we're going to be talking about that show, those pay-per-view days. Yes, March 17th, March 18th. It's going to be a two-parter, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe just a little bit extra. We're going to have a pre-show. We're going to start off with a 30-man over-the-top Royal Rumble. And then we're going to segue right on into the first day, and it is going to be hellacious. Now, I'm going to give you the match card in no particular order, but it is a doozy. 14 matches in total, plus the Royal Rumble. On top of that, we might get a couple extra matches in there. Maybe, just seeing how everything works out. Now, as you know, after Survival Games, I'm going to be taking 2 weeks off. I need to get things ready for our next series, and that will be Wasteland Domination. It will be nation versus nation versus nation versus nation, and you get where I'm going. It's a whole lot of nations in the Wasteland gonna battle it out, and we're gonna find out who is the toughest in all the Wasteland. Which nation shall reign supreme? That's starting April 2nd, folks, and it's gonna be big. Now, I'm going to get into that on another date. During my time off, I'll drop all the rules and how it's going to work. It's very much like Risk, the tabletop game, versus Wrestling 2K18. And I'm excited for it. It's something new. And as you heard, the dragon just woke up. And when I'm talking about the dragon, I'm talking about that filthy, nasty, disgusting furnace here in the dungeon of yours truly. But before we go any further, I want to first thank all the viewers of Pillar to Post. You guys are incredible. On top of that, I want to thank each and every single one of my sponsors. You guys are great. You guys make things happen here that would not be happening otherwise, and I appreciate all of it. I really do. I want to thank those on the PSN that watch on the PS4. You guys are always great. You guys, I've got over, I think it's like 200 followers on the PS network, and that is incredible. I dig it. I love it. And I don't say it enough, but I thank the people watching on the PS4. You guys are kick-ass. I wish I could get on there and talk and play with you guys more. I really do. Just my time is split up between what I do here on YouTube, my family, also writing and developing, creating graphics for t-shirts. It is very hard for me to get on and actually enjoy playing a game, and I'm hoping that changes soon. Before we go on any further, though, I want to also explain some changes that will be coming in Series 4, or 3, I should say. I'm so sorry. Series 3, with that big Wasteland Domination. We are only going to be streaming wrestling 3 days a week. That will be at our regular days, Monday at 8 p.m. sharp, unless otherwise notified. Like today, or Monday this week, I could not stream. I had a very bad migraine. I ended up sleeping, and thankfully I did, because when I woke up, it was for the most part gone. You know, so sometimes things happen. You can't stream when you want, but these are the hours I will be going. Mondays at 8 p.m. unless otherwise notified. Wednesdays following leaning towards Death Wrestling around 9 p.m.-ish. And then Fridays at 6 p.m. And it will all be about nation versus nation, battling it out for control of the Wasteland. That is coming April 2nd. So those are the hours I will be streaming for WWE 2K18. On top of that, Dragon's Den will be every Sunday. Now, I'm not going to put a set time on that because it will be when I have the free time. As you guys know, springtime's on its way. I want to get work done on the Polara project and shoot some film for that, so that way I can post that here on the channel for all you gearheads out there that love customizing cars. A lot of things being worked on the Polara, a lot of plans, and I want to get that done this summer. So there's going to be a lot of things happening outdoors this summer that I want to capture on film and put it here on Pillar to Post. So Dragon's Den is we utilize the UFC 2 game for it. I know there's UFC 3, but do we really need that when we're using created characters, honestly? But let's get back on topic. It's all about survival games, and that is coming this weekend. Majority of it is elimination battles. Team versus teams, and there is slight changes to the card, seeing as some people were fired from the company. Also, with the women wanting to be on equal standing with the ruler of the Wasteland title, they got their Empress title, and I refuse to change it the way I have with the men. It is 6 men battling it out for the ruler of the Wasteland. It should be 6 women battling it out for the Empress title. So it's going to go down that way. The only difference is the men's match will be, this time, a 30-minute Iron Man submission match. Yes, you must make your opponent submit. On top of that, you've got your Empress of the Wasteland title, and that is going to be held in an elimination chamber. So a lot of things popping, like I said. So we're going to start off with the match card. Let me bring up my notes here so that way I don't muck things up. And I already mucked things up by bringing up the wrong list. So let me get right in on here. Okay, so we're going to start from the bottom, work our way up. So like I said, pre-show kind of deal, we're going to have a 30-man Royal Rumble. I'm not going to name all the entrants, but there's going to be a lot of the Proving Grounds competitors in there, as well as some that didn't make it on the main card to the pay-per-view. So we're going to have that. And then we're going to have the Spitfire Tag Team Champions defend their titles. That is the Killer Dolls. They are the Spitfire Tag Team Champions. Speranza and Doll Baby will be defending their title against Shock and Awe. Shock and Awe, pretty dominating team. And we've gone in order with the tag teams in the women's division who has been getting a shot. So it's back on Shock and Awe. Let's see if they can take it home this time. Or will the Killer Dolls reign supreme once again and continue to dominate the women's tag team division? And then we're going to have Cougar Silver defend her Hellcat Championship title against Miss Jiggles. We're going to have the Man of War champion defend his title. That is Lord Amadeus at the current time. He will be defending against Freak Show, Macy Lucas, and Johnny Platinum. So the Man of War title is on the line. Lord Amadeus is going to have to be busting his ass off. He's got the newcomer Freak Show and fellow Kindred member Johnny Platinum going to be battling out. Stipulations will be added, and that will be revealed on the day of the pay-per-view. A little bit of mystery, folks. The Scourge champion defending his title, and this will keep Sin out of his team battle, and he will be taking on the likes of Silver Bullet, Thunder Chops, and Super Nacho. Big men, gonna be a great match. So, time to lead into the team battles. It will be Team Amazon taking on Team Underworld. So it's Wrestling Mama's team versus Evie's team. I almost said Bloodyard. I do apologize. So it will be Shannon Wall, Doll Baby, Bubs, and Jane Bones versus Holly Cyanide, Speranza, Susie the Elf, and Bad Jan. Yes, Bad Jan wasn't in the team before, but due to some match stipulations, she has been added to that team. Let's see if she can help Evie's team take the win home. So it will be elimination rules, and the final team left standing will be the victor. On top of that, we've got, in a 6-man elimination, it will be the Rebels of the Wasteland, Ben Wall's team, taking on Illustrious, that's Chance Harper's team. We're going to start it off with a 6-man elimination. Ben, Bocephus Brown, Mark Bilsma will take on Chance Harper, Bone Dog, and Pete Wall. And we're going to follow that up with a tag team elimination with the tag teams of those teams, Uncommitted, Hooligan, and Payne versus Shifty and Feck. Now the way it's going to break down is both of these matches will be eliminations. The team with the most eliminations will be the winning team. They will have bragging rights over the other's team. And then we're going to have Fear the Beard, that is Beardy's team, taking on Boots, Blood, and Booze, Team Scuzz. So it's going to be Agony, Paragon, Josh Dynamite, and Ansgar. Ansgar needed to be added to this team because we've got Beardy in the big match for the ruler of the Wasteland. So that is Beardy's team, and they'll be going up against the likes of Scuzz, Enoch, Redneck Avenger, and Tyson Parker. Sounds like a pretty good match, kind of equalizing themselves out a little bit. You've got a couple of small men like Tyson Parker and Josh Dynamite, and then you've got the brute power of Agony, Paragon, Ansgar taking on the likes of Scuzz, Enoch, and Redneck Avenger. Should be great. Elimination rules. There will be other stipulations as well. You can bet I'm going to be creative with that. And then it's going to be Azteca Pride, Team Alexa Weiss taking on the Shooting Stars, and that would be Team Nadine. So it will be Maggie May, She-Hulk Chick, Hot Cheese, and Cassie Joe for Alexa Weiss's team. Nadine's team will consist of Cassie, Madam Red, Are You Ready, Cougar Silver, and Anastasia. Anastasia added to that match as well as Maggie May. And then you've got 6-man elimination. It will be Team Brutality versus Team Nightmare Death Crew. And that will be the likes of Fred Starr, Razor, and Terrell in a 6-man elimination. That is Team Brutality. That's Griffith Davian's team taking on Sin's team, Adam Guerin, Joker, and Nightmare. Why are the team captains not involved? Well, they are involved in bigger things. So they are excluded from these team battles. And then we've got another split one. It's Saints of the Taint, Team Yeti versus Belligerent Bastards, Team Nightwalker. So it will be Yeti, Ripper, and Mondo. That is Team Yeti versus Mordrin, Shmoo, and Dave Wall. And that would be Team Nightwalker. And then in a tag team for that same team, it will be Savior and Ricky Vaughn. Ricky Vaughn, formerly known as Texas Menace, will be taking on Bagwell and Amadeus from Team Nightwalker. Interesting matches right there. Like before, the team with the most eliminations in these two bouts will be having bragging rights. And then you've got your Empress of the Wasteland title match. 6-woman elimination chamber. You've got Nadine Wall, the current Empress, taking on the likes of Wrestling Mama, Evie, Alexa Weiss, Goddess of Fancy, and Mrs. U-Taker. You got that right. Some big, tough women here. I shouldn't say big, tough women, but tough as hell. And they are not afraid to utilize that cell. I love watching these women in battle, diving off the pods, throwing their competitors up against the chains of the cell. It is beautiful to behold. And then, in the big big main event. These two matches will be main events for each show. So on the 17th, it will be the Empress title and the 6-woman Elimination Chamber match headlining that pay-per-view. The following night, it will be the ruler of the Wasteland title on the line, and it will be 6-man submission Iron Man rules. And the champion, John the Revelator, he is your current ruler of the Wasteland, taking on the likes of Blaze McCoy from Steel City, Griffith Davian from, yes, you got it, Kindred Nation. Beardy, he is right now trudging through the nation known as Valhalla. And then you've got Cowboy John coming way deep out from his little territory within No Man's Land that is known as Regulator Territory. And then you've got Silver Bullet. Yes, Silver Bullet made the cut. He is in this big match. So who will be your ruler and your empress following this? We're going to find out, folks, on March 17th and 18th. Gonna be wild. Now, seeing as Silver Bullet is in this main event, I've got to make a change here in the, let's see, what are we? We're going to have to make a change here in the Scourge Championship title. So, like I said, still subject to change. You know how it works. Even on the marquee of a real wrestling show, there's always that little statement there, matches subject to change. So, we're going to be prepared for the 17th and 18th. It should be a blast. I can't wait for it, folks. I'm excited, and I'm excited for a little bit of time off, refreshing myself, get back on April 2nd. I want to work on my book 2 of Circle of Steel. It will be known as Dragon's Gate. I want to have that out by the end of summer, so I'm hoping everything goes my way and the creative juices keep on flowing inside this wacky brain of mine, and I can really bring you guys out a great second part of that series known as Circle of Steel. Dragon's Kin already in Amazon.com, .ca, or .wherever you live. Make sure you check it out, folks. It is titled Dragon's Kin, and you can search for it in the book section by looking up Dragon's Kin by Pete Wall. Book 2, like I said, hopefully out by the end of summer, and then book 3 will be coming out as well. So, a lot of things moving around. My hands are in a lot of cookie jars. Also, waiting on some supplies for the 3D printer, and then I'm going to be really dialing that machine in and getting ready to start producing the figures that we'll be using for the tabletop game. Now, we're going to be going a different route for what I had in mind at first, but you know what? It's going to be a great thing to get a hold of, and I can't wait to start really hashing things out with Blaze McCoy and Mark from Bombpop Overdrive. Going to be excellent. Quick shout out, so I want to give a quick shout out to my brother. You know him as Blaze McCoy. When I say brother, this guy is like a brother to me. Very close friend. Love his show. It is on Blaised Radio. That is BLAISED Radio. You can check out Leaning Towards Death Wrestling. Excellent show. The guy plans and makes sure that the entertainment value is always there. You can listen to him and Rex Rapolsky on the microphone. Great work by those two. Awesome viewing. Recently, both my brothers started streaming, so I want to give their channels a quick plug as well. You know them as Ben Wall, and that's the name of his channel. Look up Ben Wall, and I'll probably drop the links in the comment section following the upload. Also, Dave Brokenwall, also doing his twist on Renegade Wrestling Organization, but he's turned it around, and he's going back to Big Dog Wrestling. So you guys can check him out. Check out the changes we've made for his channel. Can't wait to see him bring out more. Ben is doing kind of rips on what we all look like right now as the Renegade Wrestling Organization and Leaning Towards Death, and who else he ever wants to pick on. Right now he's been picking on the Boogie Woogie Daddy, Frozen Rage, Blaze and Rex, It's looking good. I dig it. You know, he's having fun with it, and that's what it's all about, folks. Having fun. Dave, you're doing a great job as well. I encourage you guys to keep on doing what you're doing, and I know Ben wants to get into different styles of streams, and I can't wait till he works up that confidence to really bring it out, because, boy, you connect with the viewers already. Keep up the good work, Ben and Dave, my little brothers, coming up on YouTube. So it's great to see. Also, want to give a shout out to NWF, that is National Wrestling Federation. You're doing a great job. Old school wrestling at the finest. I dig your show, man. Keep it the fuck up. Maverick Championship Wrestling with D. Train Moore. Yes, check him out. That is Maverick Championship Wrestling. Check out that channel, folks. There's so many more. There's GWA. There's UCW or something like that with Doug and Ed. Sports Lounge Studios, I believe it's called. You guys keep on plugging and bugging. You've got so many out there now, man. You got Twitch, you got PPF Gamer, you've got Blade Charge, and Susie the Elf. You name it, they got the shit out there. Keep it up, guys. The internet wrestling extravaganza that we have created is outstanding. So many people have got involved, it is hard to keep track. You've got Yeti doing his Dark Circus kind of deal. Check him out. It's Wild-Eyed Yeti, I believe it is. Excellent stuff he's doing. He's doing other stuff besides wrestling. I've seen him today doing, I think it's Devil May Cry or something like that. Witcher. He was doing Witcher. So he's doing other things, you know. So keeping it sharp, keeping it busy. I want to thank everybody. There's a lot of people out there that give me a lot of credit for getting this started, but you know what? There was a lot of people doing this before me. They weren't doing it quite like I was. They were basically concentrating on the WWF side of things, and me, I went the different way. I brought in people from Wrestler Unstoppable. Now we've got subscribers involved as well. It is awesome. Awesome. So once again, I want to thank everybody, the sponsors, the viewers on YouTube, the viewers on the PSN. You guys are fantastic. Keep on showing up. Keep on supporting the channel. And if you know anyone else that digs some wrestling, send them over. We'll help grow the family, folks. I love seeing new faces each and every time I stream in that chat. The chat is always wonderful, man. People in there always on top of their game, making sure that everything is, like, for the most part, clean. We're not a PG channel. You know, we don't believe in censoring people for the most extent. As long as it's clean, it isn't racist, it isn't gay bashing, it isn't trolling and being a blatant dick, we welcome you. So, check us out. We are Pillar to Post. I am Pete Wall, and for this very early morning, I am out of here. Good night, folks. And if you don't have a good night, have a better tomorrow.